Today I'm taking advantage of it being Troy's birthday to share with you one of my favourite chocolate cakes. Now, first and foremost, you must know I am not a chef by any means of the word, but we can all have fun in the kitchen and experiment with food, and I think people become a little bit afraid of that. So today I'm going to share with you some easy recipe that you can add to or change and make it a little bit of your own. But I'm a self-confessed chocoholic, so I want to share with you my healthier version of having chocolate cake. So first of all, you'll need your ingredients, which is really simple. My favorite chocolate to use is the Alter Eco chocolate. It's a beautiful, organic, fair traded chocolate, and it makes a nice, decadent cake, in my opinion. So you need chocolate, your organic eggs, and some honey, as well as butter and a little bit of salt. And that into a pot, I've placed 200 grams of the Alter Eco dark chocolate with 150 grams of organic butter and 2 tablespoons of honey. As a side note with honey, I think it's important to note there are a lot of professionals out there that say you should only have specific types of honey. Now, I think number one, that can be very limiting, but number two, it can be additional pressure onto our health that we already have. My opinion is that number one, as long as it's organic honey, you're on a winner. And number two, we all have different taste buds. So I think it's important to try different honeys and see which one you particularly like, because it can alter the entire flavor of cakes and things that you make just by the type of honey that you use. So once everything has melted down into a nice smooth consistency, turn it off and just let that sit while we organize the next stage. Into a bowl, place 6 eggs that you're going to buzz up with your little hand mixer. Here's an interesting thing that I've learned through playing around and altering this little recipe. You can completely change the style of cake by just changing how you cook up the eggs. So I've just beaten them up just a little bit, and it will make a thin cake, almost like a decadent pudding. Or you can beat them a lot longer and it will give more rise to the cake. Or if you want to make a really soft cake, again, you can even separate the eggs to create your white stiff peaks and then gradually fold that into the already melted chocolate, butter and honey, and it will give it a really soft, decadent cake. Here you're going to gradually just pour in your mixture, and then using your ladle, you can just gradually fold that through. Remember, you can also add any other additional things into this, like you can add some vanilla powder, or you can add some peppermint essential oils, or any other flavors or things that you enjoy in your cake mixture. Put the cake in the center of the oven at about 150 degrees. It'll take about half an hour to cook, and you'll know when it's done because a knife will come out clean from the center. My favorite thing to do is to pour melty chocolate onto the top of this. I actually really need 2 hands. I poured melted chocolate all over the top and just added a couple strawberries, which I fanned to seem all fancy. You think Troy would notice if some was missing? I hope you've enjoyed this cake recipe. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe. There'll be new recipes, information, tips, training stuff every fortnight.